right, this is big stuff back at the Bradenton Area Convention Center. It's Finn, it's Marcus Wybrew. We are going to be the loudmouths for what is going to be a pretty awesome co-ed player of the season battle between the Halberts, Tanner and Kat, and Tammy Williams and Kaleb Hurt out of SVC. Marcus, this is going to be a good one. We saw a great match there where we saw Amber Fretwell take women's player of the season, and then a great women's doubles. Tracy McMitchin and Tanisha Lashley taking women's doubles team of the season, but this is going to be a good one.
It's funny you say the Halberts.
I know, right?
Recently,
still got to get used to
the
that.
Halberts.
Right.
It used to be Kennedy and Halbert.
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you something. Out of the home office, the amount of consternation that we get whenever the Kennedy is brought back up versus the Halberts. Absolutely, we absolutely have been reminded that it is Halbert. So we are getting these guys underway already. This is a battle that I don't think anybody is surprised to see, to be honest with you. Both of them been playing lights out throughout the course of the season, and
we've seen these players here before.
Yeah,
they're both familiar with center stage. They're going to know what to do against each player as far as block, airmail, slow them down, speed them up.
No question. And I would tell you, too, that with Tanner Halbert, the Kingslayer, coming off of that Pro Series championship in Branson, Missouri, he certainly is coming into these Worlds on fire. Interesting, because one of those fighting for that 20 grand and that title of Pro Series champion was Kaleb Hurt. And he was playing literally and figuratively hurt. He had just dropped some sort of heavy machinery on his foot right before. He didn't even know if he was going to make it to Branson.
Ice cream freezer?
The ice cream machine or something like that dropped it right on his foot. And his doctor told him it wasn't broken, so if he wanted to play, he could. You know he's a gamer. You know he's going to play.
Competitor.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a rematch, at least as we look on that side of the boards. But as always, no hard feelings. It's just all about the cornhole.
Now they just have to, depending on their lady friends, to do the rest.
Yes, they do. They're better halves, if you will. So Tammy and Kaleb jump out to a 2-1 lead over Kat and Tanner. And this is going to be a very deliberate
wow, Kaleb,
deliberate approach.
Yeah. Tanner with a rare miss on the front of the board there. You have to think the pressure is kind of getting to him a little bit, as we have, you would think, coming off the Pro Series, everybody watching.
Right.
Now you have as many or more people watching.
Right. Well, and again, you know, as one of the players that came into the season as a favorite to be the champion,
goes for the airmail.
No surprise that he finds himself, as you said, on center court, 6-1. An early lead for Tammy and Kaleb. And Tammy and Kaleb, what a history between the two of them. You see each of them wearing a green player of the season jersey already. I think maybe there's a little bit of a mental game going on there, you think. And Tanner and Kat playing in the yellow crew shirts for the day, because they're here working the event as well as playing in the event.
You know, I think is interesting in the cornhole world is no matter what age you are, players can connect on a certain level. You can have a 40-year-old playing with a 20-year-old, and nobody thinks anything about it.
No question.
No
question whatsoever.
Not any other sport is that going to happen.
Nope.
20 years apart, you're going to be teammates.
Nope.
But you have throwing styles. You like the same bags. You complement each other well. You encourage each other.
Well, you just nailed it. Complementary styles is the key. And the complementary, to be honest with you, temperaments. I think you've got to have somebody that balances out or mimics your temperament to the level where you're comfortable playing with them, and you can reassure it's one frame. You've seen what one frame in this game can do. If you can't get your partner's head back in the game quickly with an understanding of what's going on under their hat sometimes, or under that hairdo, you've got to be able to do that. Look at that. What a great bag. dripped in from the 11 o'clock position. So now Kaleb comes in hard and flat, and he doesn't accomplish any of what he wants to do there. Misses the push and skips one off the back. That tightens this game. 8-6 now. The Halbert, Team Halbert over Williams and Hurt.
You know, Finn, I am in the top blind draw division. So if I get called up, well,
I'm going to have to handle this all by myself.
Thanks to Austin Cameron, I finished in the top 128, but I finished 122.
Is that right?
I barely made it.
Oh man, I must have been
And I told Austin
129.
Cameron, I said, thanks for helping me make the top blind draw division. He said, I'm glad you made it because I didn't.
He didn't make it.
I'm sorry if I have to leave you. If I run out real quick, it's not because I have to go to the bathroom.
That's all right. I understand. It's a competitor's game right there. 8-6 Team Halbert over Williams Hurt, and that was a nice bag from Tammy in there to take advantage of the lane that was built for her to minimize the damage there. 11-6 now, Team Halbert. Jermaine and Boomer are on board. Chris and Sharon, Flicks, William, Robin, Jason, Tom, Frank. Glad to have you guys all along for the ride, and what a ride it has been, establishing who are going to be our teams and players of the season. All right, so it's been good knowing you. Get you and your shiny-ass glasses out of here. I might need Chris Clark over here in the booth with me now because Marcus got called out to play. I have a feeling we have enough officials that can take care of anything that needs to be done there on some rules interpretation, my man, so I'm glad to have you right next to me. Chris, you saw him. You're the first person in ACO history to have to deal with a streaker in an ACO event, so well done.
I was shocked.
That was nicely done.
I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Next thing I know, I'm like, what in the world? I got two children coming across the path there, coming across the court, and a mama chasing her behind, and a ball bouncing through. So
through the center court.
Wow.
Well, I would say you don't see that happen in any other sport, but you see it happen in every other sport.
Well, you do. We have streakers in those sports, don't we?
No, but including guys, I think, in the British Open that were coming out grabbing clubs out of guys' bags and taking shots, or maybe during the Masters.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, goodness. 11-6 is what we're looking at. Team Halbert over Tammy Williams and Kaleb Hurt. Kaleb Hurt, who played Hurt in the Pro Series and literally and figuratively lost out to Tanner, that $20,000 grand prize, but hasn't diminished his enthusiasm. And there's a very good chance, as he is tied with Austin Cameron right now for singles player of the season, you know what? He may end up as the full-on #1 seed. Right now, alphabetically, he would be #2, but they're tied for #1 based on points.
Yeah, no excuse, but Kaleb had a little ankle issue at the Pro Series.
Yes,
he was
he
a
did.
little pain, so he was having to fight through that, but he still played well. Nothing to take anything from Tanner, but
Yep.
I asked Kaleb yesterday how is his ankle. He says he's back 100%, so
Yeah.
he's going to be firing at all cylinders this weekend, this whole week, and he's definitely going to be one that's tough to beat for sure.
Yep. Nice bag there from Kaleb. Expect this one just to run straight up the middle, and it does. Nicely done there. A couple picked up there for Tanner and Kat. Again, this is the a best of 3 for the Coed team of this season, and Coed, the fastest growing division in the ACO. We talked about that, allowing more couples to, as you see Tanner and Kat, but more teams that complement one another's styles, like Tammy and Kaleb, and they make great teammates, and they travel together out of the SVC, which is great. It's just it's so great to see the Coed division burgeoning. We were talking about this today. When the ACO started, it's about 5% female, 95% male. Over the last decade, we've seen that change to 70-30 male-female, and it just keeps growing.
Yeah, they're growing. What's exciting is to see the women's division grow. Of course, you can't have the Coed without the women's division, of course, but the women's grow tremendously.
Right.
And how many women has come across, like you say, with the men is pretty much dominant in this sport. And the women is almost there to equal it out, you know. So it's good to see it grow as much as it was. Our Coed division is phenomenal. It's crazy. Sometimes we start that thing on Friday nights, and we're not done till 1 or 2 in the morning just because how many teams we get on the Coed. That's
no
a huge division we have. It's fantastic.
No question. I do not know off the top of my head what bags. Can you tell what bags they're throwing? I've got to assume Tanner's throwing a Kingslayer bag, but that may be a...
It's actually the Big Daddy bag.
Is he throwing
the Big Daddy bag? Yep.
And Kaleb and Tammy, what are they throwing?
They're throwing the Reynolds Pro Advantage bag.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tanner's bags seem a little stiffer than what we've been watching with some of the women in the doubles and then the Player of the Season women's singles. He seems to have that stiffer bag. You're seeing these, what I call this laundry basket up around the hole. Everybody just content to stack them up and move on. Adam and Angie and Tony and Christy, Wayne, Johnny, Jordan. Big Daddy, are those the Carnage bags he's asking?
I don't think they're the Carnage because it's something new I haven't seen before. And right before Tanner walked up, I actually threw him back to Kat. And I've never seen them before, never felt them. First time I ever felt them, and I'm not sure what the name of it. Something must be new that Big Daddy come out with, because normally they throw his all slide, so I'm really shocked to see. Or they do throw, sometimes they do throw the Carnage bag. So This must be something new that Big Daddy has come out with that they're trying out.
Well, we have a lot of announcements earlier. Charlie Case announced that he's changed the name of his company from Lucky Bags just to Lucky's, just to get rid of any brand confusion.
Yeah.
Going straight with Lucky's. So that's cool. Our boys from Majestics are here providing all these bags and dropping a new bag, this X Factor bag, in the tailgater zone. Everybody seemed to dig those. That's got to feel unlike any bag you've ever felt as well. People are holding that in their hand and looking at it, trying to figure out what's going on the X side of that bag. So it's a lot of cool innovation, as always, in the bag market. We're happy to have these old school boards back out, the best boards that have ever been made. Those are back out in limited edition from the ACO.
Yeah, that's the best board on the market, hands down. I mean, that was the original board that started it all, and it's none to beat it. It's hard to beat that board. The bag manufacturers, I tell you, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's new ones every day, and just, of course, they have to make new bags to keep up with the trend. And
yep. Or start a new one.
Or start a new trend, that's right. Yeah. It's just crazy how that works.
All sorts of little nuance, from pellets to corners to stitching to every bit of it, not the least of which is the fabric, of course. Tanner's on board, Tanner Tate, Steve Kennedy, Zach, and Robert. Aaron Slevin, good to have you guys along for the ride. Again, trying to determine our co-ed team of the season. 17-10, Tanner and Kat Halbert over top of Tammy Williams and Kaleb Hurt. Earlier, Tammy Williams was partnered up with Tiffany Fincham, unfortunately losing the team of the season in women's doubles to Tracy McMitchin and Tanisha Lashley, but that was a hard-fought battle, and, Tammy gets a chance to redeem herself here with Kaleb, and who knows? Tanner takes a couple of steps out to the left side.
Yeah, there's no matches easy anymore. It's nothing. Everybody's got so good now, and the talent level has grown so much.
Oh, there's a fantastic airmail right over the top now. Is he going to try to match it up and over? Yes, he does.
Is that what you say, William Howell boom shot?
That's a boom shot, absolutely. I don't want to steal his thunder, that being his boom, but that would have been a boom.
I'm sure he'll get his boom in before the week's out.
I don't want to steal Burnett's to Dow. I got to come up with my own noise.
There you go.
Oh, just off the back. He went for it. It's almost like we said instinct. These guys just, their arm just says, this is the shot we're going to do, and their brain goes, that's cool, let's do it. Randy Avery, Phil Clark, Steve and Ashley Honecker, welcome aboard, Maryland. Jeremy Jenkins, Howie Hart, glad to have you guys. Spread the word. Lots of you watching live. You'll have an opportunity to see this stuff curated later on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Make sure you have everybody hop on board American Cornhole Organization on YouTube and smash that subscribe button. And let's keep spreading the gospel that is cornhole worldwide like we have for the last 16 years. Thanks to our friends here at Gold Coast Eagle locally and Bud Light for powering everything that's going on this entire week in the Bradenton area, Anna Maria Island, and Longboat Key. We've had a great time down on the water, and now it's time to get serious about some world-class cornhole. A couple of bags hanging off the back. I don't think Kat was happy with that. I think she thought she was going to be able to pull one, but it just kind of tucked itself under. It's almost like it ran in and stuck itself up under that bag.
If you're watching online, let's hear some predictions out there. Who y'all think is going to take this overall best 2 out of 3 match.
So this is the new Ruckus bag, we're being told. This is the, Megan says Tanner and Kat are throwing the new Ruckus bag.
Ruckus
I've not
bag.
heard of the Ruckus
Never
bag.
heard of it. There again, see? Something
There you
new's
go.
come back out.
Candy, you loving it? We're loving it. We get the best seats in the house. We're glad you're here along for us for the second best seats in the house. Hopefully we continue to make it entertaining for you to be a part of and to watch and check out. If you notice right behind Tanner and Kaleb, you see the ultimate backdrop. ACO fans in a giant Bud Light truck. That makes it go. That's what makes it go, go, go. Bags are starting to pile up low right around the hole. Kaleb going to come up and over the top. No, he's going to come in around the, roll it up over the top of that 6 o'clock bag. It's just insane, dude. It's crazy.
Finn, you talking about that Bud Light truck. Monday morning we were setting up and they said, well, they're bringing the truck in.
Yeah.
Well, I look around the corner and it wasn't a truck. It was a transfer truck. And I'm like,
truck.
that's not a truck. What is that he bringing in here?
38 foot.
Yeah, and then they brought 2 of them. We have 2 here. It's like, what? I said,
what
well,
we do, baby. It's
I'm
what
telling
we
you,
do.
they will sell the beer. I can promise you.
Oh,
it
they
will
have
go.
been. They have been. Thanks to Loco Canopies. Honestly, every time you look around, anything that you see that's got a logo on it, the reason it looks so good is Loco Canopies, no doubt. You see a Loco Canopies hat right on top of the dome of Kaleb Hurt. Lots of Loco legends out here for this week. Lots more to be made in the future, I feel certain.
Yep. All these flags we got is by Loco Canopy.
All these court markers and teardrop flags,
Yep.
banners, signage, tents, everything and anything. Loco Canopies. And you know what else is? You can't have a lot of cold beer without some good jerky, Tahoe jerky.
Oh, wow.
Bringing the bacon.
I got to taste the bacon.
Did you get to taste
I
the
got to
bacon?
taste the bacon
Limited
a couple hours
edition.
ago. It was really good.
Killer.
Really good.
I'm a huge fan of the sriracha because it creeps up on you.
You know, when I first seen it online, I said, is that beef jerky with bacon flavor? And I couldn't quite understand what he's talking about. And then Jones just brought us some a while ago, and it's actually bacon. It's smoked
almost like
bacon.
candy. It's so damn good.
It is unbelievable. Yep.
Maple bacon. I guess we probably should get back to the fact there's a cornhole game going on here instead of talking about what we're eating and drinking.
We'll talk about drinking.
18-17. Now the lead has flip-flopped here. Now Tammy and Kaleb hopping out here to come on babe from Tanner or from Kat a little bit ago. And obviously egging Tanner on to get his groove back. He left a few sitting up on top of the hardwood a little bit ago, but I think he's found his groove again. There's an opportunity right there to pick up a couple. And he does. As expected. There seems to be no doubt when some of these guys just let go of the bag. They know exactly what it's going to do.
We got
And
another
by
lead
guys,
change.
I mean guys and gals, everybody.
At this point of the match, any bag can make this happen. Can take the win.
And Kat's throwing lights out too. She and Tammy are throwing some great bags. We focused a lot on these two because of their pairing up. And I knew sooner than I say that I cursed her, but because these two competed in the Pro Series, a lot of focus on this bit of a rematch on that end of the court. But these two are
this could be
have
game.
been throwing some nice bags. Just
Believe in the
slide
hole. Kat's gonna get one.
Kaleb tells her just push it right up the center, let it slide, make its way to the hole, and she does.
They get one.
And just those simple hand signals between players who know each other inside and out make all the difference in the world. Justin, Jeremy, Brandon, Marcia, Danny, Chase, glad to have you along.
Glad everyone can be watching out there with us. It'd be great if you was here. I'd love to have anybody here in person. If not, you can't make it. That's fine. Just glad you're watching with us. Share the live feed as much as you can, and we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, I believe Championship Sunday is also going to be on the homepage of AmericanCornhole.com, and you'll be able to see a lot of these matches curated on our YouTube channel. Oh, he slipped, and he just gave one away. Just gave that bag away. It slipped out of his hand, I think.
With 2020,
and
tie
Kaleb
ball
makes
game.
him pay. Well, you know what? There's not much about 2020 anybody likes. Hindsight, COVID, or that score right there. But I will tell you that Tammy and Kaleb like it a lot better than Kat and Tanner do right now.
First one to choke.
Who's going to blink? Who's it going to be? Let us know in the comments who you think it's going to be. Who's going to blink first? Nicely played and matched there from Tammy and Kat. Interesting different styles here as well. Tammy stands feet together, swings that big arm.
Oh, no.
Kat might have blinked right there. It's the first of 3 games. Is Tammy going to be able to take advantage of it? She does. She does. And that's going to do it right then and there. Game 1 goes to Tammy Williams and Kaleb Hurt. Little mid-court meeting here for the Halbert, Team Halbert. They're going to regroup. Again, this is a best of 3, whisper in each other's ear. I don't think they're talking about what they're having for dinner later.
I don't think so. No, they get really intense into their matches. They both is just as competitive as anybody is.
No question.
I think they'll end up taking game 2 here, and then we'll go to game 3, I believe.
Jason and Danielle and Brandon back on board. Glad to have you guys back here for the broadcast. I don't know if you can read lips, but here over on the left side of the screen, you can see the team meeting happening between Team Halbert. One final kiss to seal the deal. Tanner and Kat take first bag because I do believe it was a coin flip. And Tammy and Kaleb actually won the flip, so they got first bag in game 1. Taters have been met.
I think
now it's time for that first bag. Game 2, looking for our co-ed team of the season here at ACO Worlds 16. Not an unexpected start there from Tanner. And answered by Kaleb. Matt Parsons, for the first time in a long time, the mailman. Hopping on board, brother. It's good to have you back. It's been a long time no see, but welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to see you.
Yeah, I hadn't talked to Matt in a long time.
It's been a minute.
Glad you're watching that, buddy.
God bless you, man. It has been a minute. Oh, man. You can tell by the arch in his back he was not happy with the result, but only giving up the single spot right there.
He tried to put a little body English that thing to make it turn on him, didn't he?
He's so lean, he almost pulled a full St. Louis arch over when he bent backwards. That's crazy. Oh, goodness. Totally different launch angle from Kat Halbert. When she gets going, she just gets it up, and she doesn't. There's not a long backswing. And it's just a quick release, but there is a consistency to it when she finds that groove. Not unlike Tammy, standing ankle to ankle and not moving at all. It's just 3 pulls right in a row there from Kat. Tammy only makes her pace slightly, but
6 points. Tammy's on fire. She's lighting it up pretty good right now. The thing about Tammy, she gets on that rhythm. It's hard to break her rhythm. She gets that rhythm going.
But you know what's funny? Earlier in the women's doubles, she seemed a little bit out of sorts. I think it was because her partner, she didn't think she was going to make it to town.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, out of nowhere, she gets the good news that Tiffany showed up, Tiffany Fincham, but they just never seemed to find that groove together.
Did. No.
And the same look on her face. I mean, she almost looks like she's on a jury.
Well, it was good for Tiffany to come, for them to play it out, so it wouldn't be a forfeit situation. So yeah, I talked to all 4 of them, and they both agreed it was the best thing, the way it played out.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was exciting that she made it, and I thought that meant a lot to Tammy. But Tammy is so focused. I mean, like I said, she looks like she's sitting on a grand jury when she stands back watching. But you're right, with that arm swing, she is just dialed in. It's just the tens of thousands of bags she has pitched with that motion. I've never seen it not like that either, that motion. Certainly open it up there for Kat. If she can get in there and take advantage, she's left herself in a much better position to do so. Oh, this is the one. This gives her the opportunity to push and grab a bunch of points. Oh, it rolls up. It looks like it wants to rappel back down into the hole, but it decides to hang up on the ledge.
We got a new ball game.
That's right.
Tied up.
Skylar and Tyler, good to have you on back-to-back. Jermaine, Ronnie, a couple of Ronnies joining us on the stream. Again, don't forget, throughout the day on Saturday, Championship Saturday, Broadcasting here from center court, we are going to have some great championship matches looking to crown our singles champion. Will it be a king of cornhole or queen of cornhole? You don't know. We don't know. But lots of great competition. The Tailgater Championship will be crowned right here on this center court as well. Just a miss there off to the left side from Tanner. He's got one poised right on the front side of the hole to drop. It looks like maybe, there's a giant miscue there from Kaleb. It looked like he was going to try to flush the whole pocket, but he just opened up that opportunity for Tanner to clean it all up. He's just going to go for the flat bag and try to lay one in there and minimize the damage. Only a couple of points out of that one. That's surprising.
Versus Donnie Long and Jerry Armstrong, 410. Donnie Long, Jerry Armstrong. Danny Rich, Eric Schneider, 410. Court number 16, Marcus Wybrew and Robert Thompson versus Tim Graham and Jason Swafford.
Ben, can you believe we're going into 17 years?
It's hard to believe. I was just kind of sitting here watching. I was a little hypnotized by these swings and letting LaBelle do his thing in the background there. But yeah, season 17, it is hard to believe. And the innovation and things that have changed over the years because of the ACO and the technology. We talk about all the bag manufacturers. I mean, if it wasn't for Frank and the ACO,
wow,
the idea of corn being replaced by pellets, the stick side, the slick side of a bag, these boards, the tournament setups, the tour, all of these different innovations that came out of the ACO. You know what? There may be people that try to replicate it, but they'll never duplicate it. That's a fact.
Never.
And it is a family. You hear us talk about the ACO family. There's been no better example of that ever than this week. I mean, there are families here on vacation, taking time on the front and the back side to spend time together. And like I said, these two guys standing right now throwing shoulder to shoulder, competing for 20 grand, shoulder to shoulder. And it's as if it never even happened. Boy, that's an amazing turn of events right there. Kaleb able to slide one in basically within a cushion that was built for him by Tanner, giving up 4 points there.
Yeah, this is one of the best environments you can be at. I mean, just, the whole family environment here at ACO. Everybody just grateful to see everybody when you come, and just, happy to be around everybody and drink a beer and just have a good time.
Yep.
And, we all want to be serious about playing cornhole, but then again, it's all about being with everybody and hanging out and just being with your friends, and that's in the family. That's why we call it such a big family.
That's a great shot there by Tammy. She pushes Kat's bag out of the way and then tumbles in. Now, Kat's bags are a little bit, the one down the low right is a little bit more in play, but Kaleb telling her exactly where he thinks she should try to put it. Can she do it? Oh, she goes dirty. We got to scrape that bag. Pull that one out front. Board does not seem to need to be, nice. One bag gets in. It does not pull the second or push the second bag in, but could have made a little bit more headway there. But
we got a 16-8 score.
With the fact that Kat was able to minimize the damage by at least getting that last bag in there, 16-8, we are very close to crowning potentially a co-ed team of the season. Jeremy and Andrew and Tyler, a handful of others, Ronnie, glad to have you back on there. Marvin, checking out the stream. A lot of you watching live. It's good stuff. And again, working our way to Championship Saturday, some great matches, including that Tailgater Championship. Looking forward to that as well. Getting an amateur or a non-pro opportunity to look at some great competition. All right, another 2-spot posted by Tammy Williams and Kaleb Hurt. 3 points separates them right now from where they are and a co-ed team championship of season 16. There's a gift right there out of the chute from that first bag, Tammy. Okay, that one's playable right there. It can lay, it can stay, and it can play. Nice bag by Tammy. That can. Now that's a replacement bag to a degree, but not exactly what she wanted. She just gave a really nice opportunity there to Tammy to roll one in. Going to give it to her again. Is she going to take advantage of it? No, she does not. So now is there an opportunity to airmail and pull it? Oh, man, it looked like it was going to possibly pull it back in, but no. Low battery. Low battery on the score, Holio.
It'll hold up. It'll hold up.
Was he talking about his battery or is he talking about the iPad?
I don't know if Tanner was talking about his. Probably the iPad.
All right.
Tanner, I ain't never seen Tanner run out of gas.
Little blocker bag right there that he was not expecting to throw, but I think we're going to have to see an airmail or two. Oh, just missed off the back of the hole, and he knew it. I think as soon as he threw it, just a little long. Nice clean up there. Low and flat and hard. And the pace of this game seems like it's picked up a little bit, too, on their end.
Caleb has got dialed in. Oh,
yeah,
no.
he is.
In the hole could win if he don't pull that bag.
Oh,
hangs
look
hangs
at
up
him.
on him.
He thought he had it. He thought he had it. One single point. Lots of fans and friends and pros and players, family gathered around here up in the bleachers. Austin Cameron, I see him sitting up there taking it all in. Tammy takes that first bag, slides it in. Kat leaves what could be the key bag up to the 11 o'clock position.
Oh,
Tammy does her a favor and lets it play. That could be a problem right there unless... Oh, Tammy figures out a way to get up and under that. Oh,
that could be it right there.
I think that might do it. That might do it.
It could be the nail in the coffin.
There it is. I think that's it right there. All right, well, that bag doesn't matter because now we have ourselves a new Coed champion player. Team of the season, unbelievably played. Well done, and congratulations to Tammy Williams. Kaleb Hurt, the SVC Conquers again. They take those green jerseys for Coed Team of the Season, and those are not the last times you will hear those names throughout the course of this week. You know it, we know it, and you will hear Tanner, and you will hear Kat as well. You will hear both those names throughout the course of the week. Chris, buddy, I appreciate you. Marcus had to bail. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here just in general, much less on the other microphone. Well,
glad it could be here.
No, it's good stuff. We got lots of good coverage between now and the end of the week. Again, all building up to ACO World Cornhole Day Championship Saturday, the Bradenton Area Convention Center. Lots to do between now and then. We got lots to get to and plenty of time to do it. We'll look forward to being back with you here on the Facebook live stream. And also, don't forget, Championship Saturday will all be available at AmericanCornhole.com. He's Chris Clark. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, and on behalf of Frank Gears, the Cornhole Dude,